Right from the first season, fans still can't get over Simon. Could it be possible to have the Duke back for Bridgerton 3? Sit tight to learn what he says about returning, guys. No more excuses for Duke. Regé Page's surprise statement about exiting the show in 2021 changed everything. The lengthy post had read, "It's been an absolute pleasure and privilege to be your Duke, joining this family not just on screen but off screen too. Our incredibly creative and generous cast, crew, outstanding fans, it's all been beyond anything I could have imagined. The love is real and will just keep growing." It was a big shock for many fans to learn that Page, who portrayed Simon Bassett, was going to leave the series after season 1. For the fans, it felt so out of touch for the Duke of Hastings, who brought so much energy to the show, to just exit. The painful exit was also announced on the official Bridgerton account by Lady Whistledown. The post reads, "Dear readers, while all eyes turn to Lord Anthony Bridgerton's quest to find a Viscountess, we bid adieu to Regé Page, who so triumphantly played the Duke of Hastings. We'll miss Simon's presence on screen, but he will always be part of the Bridgerton family." At the time, Page explained his reasons for leaving. He said, "It's a one-season arc. It's going to have a beginning, middle, end. Give us a year," I thought. That's interesting, because then it felt like a limited series. I get to come in, I get to contribute my bit, and then the Bridgerton family rolls on. However, there were other reasons that came up as to why Page wasn't pleased about coming back. And the rumours were that he didn't like what was planned for his future on the show. He had only meant to dash in and dash out without knowing how fast the fans would fall for his looks and charms. That he wasn't a physical part of Bridgerton 2 doesn't mean his role was done with. In season 2, his name kept popping up with Daphne Bridgerton, who was always making excuses for why the Duke was away. Maybe for Bridgerton 3, Daphne wouldn't need more excuses, but that's just a maybe. The Duke can be very full of surprises. Speculations on his return. The speculation that Page would make future appearances, especially in season 3, had grown so much that he had to come out to clear up the rumours and assumptions. In the post, he shared a picture of himself and Jonathan Bailey, who plays Anthony Bridgerton, at Milan Fashion Week. And so that the fans wouldn't be too quick to confirm that the meet-up between himself and Jonathan was an indication of his return to Bridgerton 3, he quickly added a disclaimer. His caption reads, "The boys are back in town. No, I'm not going back to the show, by the way. The papers made that one up." Then, as if he hadn't just broken the hearts of many fans, he went ahead to talk about how much they were enjoying Italy in his post. He said, "But we had the best and most stylish catch-up I've had in a while over some truly excellent Italian coffee and sunshine." And that's it, guys. The Duke is giving his word again. He's a no-show for Bridgerton 3. No further roles for Duke. Is it really true that the Duke has no place in the future of Bridgerton? The books have been set up in a way that allows very little for Simon, because every book in the series focuses on a Bridgerton at once. And trying to bring Simon, the attention-grabbing face, on board could steal the shine away from the Bridgertons. As he's done his role with Daphne in season 1, that's why it's only the best choice that he bowed out. At the same time, the show's creator, Shonda Rhimes, was wondering what to do with Simon in further seasons of the show. She said, "He's an enormous star now. As I like to say, the idea that we would write Regé to stand around in the background doesn't make any sense at all to me. What would he do, is what I like to say." And that sounds so right. Relegating the biggest breakout star of season 1 wouldn't make much sense. Actually, his absence from the show fits his character because he appears to be the bad guy who would do such a thing. When asked if there was still a chance for him to feature later in the show, Page replied, "You know, I couldn't tell you. Isn't there something wonderful about being surprised by what you weren't suspecting?" Following his suspense-filled reply and how he appears in the book, it might be impossible for Simon to show up again. He makes his last appearance in Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, which is a story of Penelope Featherington and Colin Bridgerton. His role would be to help Colin find out who Lady Whistledown is. Since Bridgerton 3 is about Pollen, and Page already pointed out that he won't be appearing, the fans might as well bid goodbye because there's no role again for the Duke. But that's why books are different from TV. They could always write him a role in the future, yet Page is still as blunt as ever. Don't get your hopes up. Simon gets replaced. If there's to be a Duke of Hastings appearance in Bridgerton 3, then the role might have to be recast, as Paige told Variety that Bridgerton is free to do whatever they like. It's like Paige doesn't get it. The fans aren't in love with the Duke of Hastings. They are in love with him. Casting someone else for the role makes no difference. It still means Paige is absent. He actually mentioned that he was only happy to have delivered excellently on his part. He said, "Shonda and I had a wonderful conversation at the end of season 1. We were quite happy with how we stuck the landing on that one. With how pleased he is with how he left the show just shows that the fan favourite actor is ready to move on to bigger roles in Hollywood." Would a new face be accepted as Simon though? For so many fans, if he doesn't look and talk like Simon, they definitely don't want him. A recast might be possible, but might not be necessarily accepted. Bridgerton is fine without Simon. Without being a Bridgerton for whom the show was meant, Simon was definitely a big show stealer. And in some ways, his refusal to be on Bridgerton 2 helped Anthony to come into his own. As Anthony evolves and transforms, fans were able to witness another breakout star who built his own character arc. With Simon on board, maybe fans would have been distracted from seeing the juice Anthony brings. Despite many fans thinking Bridgerton 2 wouldn't survive without Simon, it most definitely did, as it was designed to. He's still present and alive as the Duke of Hastings. He's just not gracing the ton with his royalty physicality. And just the way Paige was able to do his part in season 1 with Daphne as Simon, Anthony was also able to entertain the fans as he put all of his attention on Kate Sharma. Season 3 is going to focus on Penelope and Colin, and it looks like there'd be no need to bring Simon onto the show. So Paige fulfilled his part, and it's obvious he knows the show's still good with or without him. Season 2 was enjoyable till the end, especially with the introduction of Kate and her sister Edwina Sharma. There'd be more characters that'll be introduced in season 3 as well, and hopefully the Duke won't be missed so much. It's a world of Bridgertons and not Bassets, so it's definitely time to stop anticipating Simon's return. He knows he's good without the show, and so does the show without him, which sounds about right. He's not easily impressed. It takes a lot to make an impression on Paige, even on his character. Daphne tried so hard before he could agree to have a child. Perhaps Bridgerton only needs to persuade him some more. Paige wasn't only stubborn and blunt while portraying Simon, it appears that that's who he really is. No wonder he was able to portray the role perfectly well, as if he was made for it. Despite the talk that Paige was not going to be part of Bridgerton 2, there was still hope that he could feature as a guest star in a few episodes. According to THR, Paige turned down a significant sum of $50,000 per episode for a feature in season 2. If higher pay and a successful show like Bridgerton can't bring him back, the fans wonder what will. It looks like the Duke has no issue with turning down money, just like he first turned down Daphne's love in season 1. But just like he came around to later loving and accepting Daphne, he could even come around to reprise his role in Bridgerton 3. Even if he wouldn't show up for the fans who miss him so much, he could appear for Daphne and their child. Although she's been consistent in playing a sister role and leading her other siblings in line for marriage, she still needs her man beside her. Hopefully, the Duke gets a rethink and realizes being so busy away from his family is quite dangerous. But then it's still Simon, and he's likely very busy balancing his estate transactions and deals. In just the same way, Paige is busy taking on new and popular contracts in Hollywood. Simon and Paige are so alike in that aspect, and it's a sad thing for the fans of Bridgerton. What do you think about Paige's constant decline to return to Bridgerton? What's changed since his absence from the show? Let's have your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.